Welcome to NarrativeNook audio tales where enchanted stories come to life. If you enjoy our stories, please subscribe, like and share to support our channel. Enjoy listening.
Jared smiled dotingly as he came to Nicole's side and hugged her. No way, no one is more important than you. Is that so? I'll forgive you this time. Mr. Jared, I've completed Miss Nicole's discharge procedures. Max walked over to report. Good. Let's go, Miss Nicole. Jared quipped playfully. Nicole sniggered. So, Mr. Jared, shall we go walk together then? The two held hands as they walked out of the ward. Just as they were going through the hall, an emergency stretcher was quickly pushed in Nicole's direction. Fortunately, Nicole was agile and easily dodged the oncoming collision. Who's that? How can you be so reckless? Jared hissed in anger. He then asked Nicole, Are you hurt? No, it seems like an emergency case. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in such a hurry. Nicole glanced toward the ER. She only saw a commotion over there, and that puzzled her. Why is there someone arguing at the ER? I'll go over to have a look. Nicole was a kind person and could not stand to watch good people being bullied. You've only just recovered. You don't have to stand up for others. Jared tried to stop her. It's fine. Just wait for me in the car. I'll come over in a bit. As she said that, she ignored Jared's disapproval and went straight to the ER. In the ER, due to her not being able to contact the patient's family, Joyce only performed simple first aid and did not plan to take the patient in for further treatment. As a result, she was scolded by the people around her. How can you be like that? Where's your empathy and ethics? Yeah, how can you not treat him just because he can't pay? This is too much. Stop making a commotion here. This is the emergency department. If you raise any more ruckus, I'll be calling security. Joyce ignored the crowd's protest as she adamantly refused to accept the patient. Make way, please. Let me have a look. Nicole yelled. The crowd made way, and Nicole walked to the patient's side. Nicole, what are you doing? This is a hospital, not a place for you to fool around. Joyce was pissed off when she saw Nicole. It was all because of her that Joyce was demoted to the emergency department and could no longer spend time every day with Martin. Nicole ignored her as she straightaway went to treat the patient. In her eyes, nothing was more important than the patient's life. His condition is serious. He needs urgent surgery. Nicole looked at Joyce. Joyce swallowed her saliva as she glared hostilely at Nicole. A doctor behind her walked up and whispered, Dr. Joyce, how about we perform the surgery first? Otherwise, who'll be responsible if anything bad happens? We cannot reach this person's family. If he is unable to pay for the surgery later, who's going to foot the bill then? Joyce McCarthy, is human life more important or is money more important now? If this person dies in the ER, you won't escape a lawsuit. Nicole reminded her. Even then. Enough. Get him into the operating theater. I'll pay for his operation. Nicole could not be bothered to argue with her. Every minute wasted was a minute lost in saving him. The other doctors realized the severity of the case. After glancing at Joyce, they pushed the patient into the operating room. But who's going to be the chief surgeon? A nurse looked at both Nicole and Joyce. I'll do it. Lead the way. Nicole's presence was so great that the nurse dared not disobey her. As she looked at Nicole's departing figure, Joyce angrily threw her notebook onto the ground. Nicole, you've shown off in front of me one too many times and humiliated me to no end. You've made an enemy of me. What are you lot looking at? Move along. Only then did the onlookers disperse while still admonishing her. After disinfecting herself and putting on the operating gown, Nicole walked into the operating room and approached the patient. What's the patient's condition? He's still in shock even after putting on the respirator. Nicole then carefully checked through everything again. It's probably a cardiogenic shock. Prepare for cardiopulmonary resuscitation and hook him up on 4. Get a matching blood type pack, prepare plasma. Roger. Prepare for surgery. Nicole's determined gaze swept across everyone in the room. After several hours of intense surgery, the light outside the operating room finally turned off. Nicole slowly walked out of it after the patient was pushed out of the operating room. When Jared saw her, he immediately walked over and helped her to sit. "You must be exhausted. Have a sip." "I'm fine. If it weren't for me just being discharged, these few hours would have been nothing." Most people would have just dodged it, and yet you stepped forward yourself." Jared looked at her, slightly pained. "But didn't it work out fine?" Nicole was very proud that she had managed to save a life. "Yes, but have you thought of the consequences? If you had failed, that's a life lost." Jared was sweating profusely for her outside the operating room. "I dared to take on the surgery because I have total confidence in it." Nicole's confident look was extremely attractive. Jared dotingly pinched her nose. "Fine, you're awesome. Happy. Max, bring the car over." "Yes, boss." When Martin returned to the hospital, he heard about Nicole's feat in the emergency department. "Nicole, are you all right?" Martin ran over and saw Jared helping her outside. "I'm fine. Why are you here?" Nicole looked at Martin with a puzzled look. "I just heard about you in the hospital, so I rushed over." "Your timing is impeccable. The patient is suffering from cardiogenic shock. I've already operated on him, but he's still in a critical period. This is a very special illness, and you need to carefully observe him for a while. You're the best doctor here, and only you have the ability to be the main doctor of this special patient. Don't worry, leave it to me. You've just been discharged, so go and get a good rest." Martin was worried that Nicole standing for long hours would affect the recovery of her leg wound. "Oh right, Mr. Jared here has paid the patient's bill." Nicole turned around and let out a pleased smile at Jared. "Got it." Martin nodded. "Mr. Jared, the car is here." At this moment, Max walked over. "Let's go." Jared then left the hospital with Nicole. Martin looked at Nicole's departing figure and let out a long sigh before returning to the intensive care unit to check on the patient. "How's the patient doing?" Martin asked the nurse to his side. "The patient is stable after surgery." "Good. Continue to observe the patient. Let me know if there's anything." Martin looked at the patient's condition again as he told the nurse. "Yes, Dr. Martin." Martin came out of the ICU to the emergency department and learned about what had happened before taking Joyce to the director's office. Martin knocked on the door and saw that the director was on the phone. He then brought Joyce into the office as the director ignored them and spoke respectfully to the person on the other end of the phone. Yes, for such a thing to happen in my hospital, I sincerely apologize. I will seriously deal with this and give you a satisfying reply." The director put down the phone with a grim look. "Good timing. I just wanted to look for the two of you." "Director." Just as Martin was about to speak, the director stopped him. "Joyce McCarthy, explain to me now. What happened in the emergency department today that this call came to my office?" "Director, it's like this. A patient was brought into the ER, and I checked on him. I found that he was in a rather serious condition and needed surgery, but we were unable to reach his family. I thought that without his family's signed consent, performing surgery on him was irresponsible. I did not agree to perform the surgery to protect the hospital's reputation." Joyce was trembling when she explained to the director. This was the first time she saw him lose his temper. "So you're a stickler to the rules, a responsible doctor, eh? Then why did you perform the surgery on the patient?" "It was Nicole. She practiced medicine illegally. I did try to stop her, but she insisted on pushing the patient into the operating theater without his family's signed consent." Joyce immediately latched onto Nicole's action. "Director, if you want to sue Nicole, I can stand witness." How Joyce wished she could see Nicole brought to justice. "And you still have the gall to say that. Because of you, the best opportunity to operate on the patient was almost missed. If it weren't for Nicole ignoring protocol and working miracles, this hospital would have gone to hell with you." The director's eyes were red with anger as he smashed a cup onto the floor. "How could that be she?" Joyce could not believe what the director had just said. What? You have no idea who the patient is. His son is a multinational CEO, and it was his son who called me just now. Only then did Martin realize why the director was speaking in a low voice just now. Martin, is this how you trained them? I'm so sorry, director. I never thought that I would have caused such huge trouble for the hospital. Martin even had to apologize on Joyce's behalf. Get out of my sight right now, and never step foot in this hospital ever again. The director pointed at Joyce's nose as he yelled at her before turning around and no longer looking at them. Joyce was already being scolded to the point of tears. She dared not even look at Martin as she ran out of the hospital with her head down. That afternoon, the hospital announced Joyce's dismissal. In the manor, Nicole was biting on an apple as she surfed the web. Suddenly recalling the weird mission earlier, she gave Zeke a call. Nicole, why do you have time to call me? Zeke was quite surprised when he got Nicole's call. Have you managed to find who's the person using the ID I asked you to check? Nicole had no time to trade banter with him and went straight to the point. TSK, I thought you missed me after not being in touch for so long. It turns out you're asking for something else. How disappointing. Zeke pretended to be unhappy and sighed. Cut the nonsense. I'm probably intruding on your fun right now, right? Bloody hell, do you have clairvoyance or something? No, I need to see if you have deployed spies near me. No need. You're not worth deploying a spy. Hey, those words pissed me off. I'm still someone who is only behind you, alright? I'm a mysterious figure that is beyond reach in the eyes of others, okay? Yeah, right. If you don't tell me the results, you're a dead man. Nicole was really tired of bantering with this idiot. Calm down. I'll send all of the information over right now. Zeke dared not provoke her. Alright, I'll be hanging up first. Nicole opened her laptop and received the information Zeke sent over. She then carefully went over it. So it's the McCarthy family, huh? Jared, I'm going back home. Nicole called Jared on the phone. The driver will drop you off, and I will see you at your place at night. It's been a long day for you. Don't come tonight. I will see you at your company another day. Okay then. Take care and have a good rest. If I find out you don't rest enough, I will fix you. Nicole's heart almost melted at hearing Jared's last sentence. Okay, bye-bye. Hanging up the phone, Nicole went straight back to her home. Good to see you back, Nicole. Gloria was delighted to see Nicole back. She had not seen Nicole in days. Mom, what are you busy with? I'm making you some snacks. How do you know I'll be back? Nicole looked at Gloria in amazement. It's Friday today. I figured you would come back this week, so I thought of preparing things in advance so you would get to eat when you came home. Gloria wanted to make up as much as possible for some of the love Nicole had missed as a child. Thank you, Mom. I feel so blessed having snacks to eat as soon as I'm back. Here you go. Move over to the couch. Gloria handed her a portion of the snack. Don't make any more. This is more than enough. Come over. Let's have a chat. Nicole sat Gloria down on the couch. Mom, where is Dad? I haven't seen him since I'm back. Nicole had been back for a while and still did not see Daniel. Upstairs with your eldest brother in the room. They're working on a project. You've been getting better lately, Mom. Really? I feel much better since you're back, almost worry-free. Naturally, I will look much younger. Gloria seemed relieved. I'm sorry to make you worry about me. Nicole looked at Gloria and felt sorry. Had she come back sooner, perhaps her mother would not have missed her so miserably. Silly girl, all parents worry about their children. I feel so blessed to have a sensible daughter like you. Gloria stroked Nicole's hair. Mom, I'll make sure you feel the same all the time. Gloria burst into laughter upon hearing that. Daniel was coming downstairs and happened to hear the laughter of the two. You two look so happy. What is it about? Nicole heard the voice and turned to look toward the stairwell. Hi, Dad. Glad to see you back, Nicole. When Daniel saw Nicole, all his troubles seemed to have gone away. You haven't been back in days. How were you doing at school? Daniel and others did not know about Nicole's injury, and when Nicole called the other day, she had only mentioned that she was busy and would not come home for a few days. Everything is great. Just that I'm still busy with the sports day and can't come home too often. But after the sports day, I'll have more time. Nicole used the sports day as a disguise. Really? Take care then. Don't do everything yourself. Instead, let other classmates join you. Daniel still felt sorry for her, afraid that the sports day would exhaust his precious daughter. Okay, Dad. Don't worry. Daniel, you don't look good. Are you not feeling well? Gloria asked with concern when she saw his face. Alas, just don't ask. You won't understand even if I tell you. Daniel looked helpless. Sean saw Nicole, and instantly something came to mind. Dad, since Nicole is back, why don't you? During the last business deal, Sebastian had helped the Riddle family because of his relationship with Nicole. So, Sean wanted to try if he could also help this time. Daniel glanced at Sean. We will figure it out ourselves. Sean, who was hopeful a moment ago, was instantly dejected upon hearing what Daniel said. Nicole looked at the despondent two and asked, Dad, is there something happening to the company? Daniel glanced at Nicole and sighed, alas. Don't sigh, Dad. Tell me what happened. Let's figure it out together. Nicole was distressed to find his father, who had always been smiling, looking so tired today. Knowing that Daniel was too embarrassed to ask, Sean said, the Riddle family is now bidding on a project of an international company. The size of the project is so large that it is difficult to manage without enough capital, and the Riddle family's financial standing is still not adequate. But it is not completely impossible. The only problem is the Riddle family has a 50-50 chance of winning the project on its own. Besides, there are a lot of companies out there that are eyeing this project. Whoever wins this project will sit on an equal footing with Johnston Group. So the Riddle family is also determined to win. Sean looked at Nicole determinedly. After listening to what Sean had said, Nicole finally understood and looked at them calmly. I know little about the project, but if there's something I can help with, I'll do my best. Sean, who is the biggest competitor with the Riddle family now? Nicole's thought was clearly organized, and her question was to the point. Except for a few lesser-known families, all that is left is the McCarthy family. A large corporation like Johnston Group has its own projects, and it won't be interested in such a project, Sean said with a thoughtful look. It's the McCarthy family again, Nicole murmured. Sean, just let me know if there is anything I can help with. Mr. Wyance seems to have a good relationship with you. Could you ask him if he can help? Sean looked at Nicole tentatively. Mr. Wyance knows many people, but I'm not sure if he has any international connections. But don't worry, I'll ask him. Nicole looked at Sean. Thank you. I will have to go now. There are still a lot of things waiting for me to deal with back at the company, Sean said politely. It's all right. Don't worry. I will be at home with Dad and Mom. Nicole smiled at him. Dad, Mom, I'll go now. Sean said goodbye to Daniel and Gloria as he got up and left. How are you going with Jared? Gloria smiled and looked at Nicole. We're fine. Nicole blushed, looking shy. Gloria could tell that they were getting along well, judging by Nicole's shyness. Why don't you invite Jared over for dinner? Gloria looked at Nicole. Not now, Mom. He has been busy lately. He will contact me in advance when he has time. Nicole took Gloria's arm. All right. What would you like to eat? I will make it for you. I like anything that you make. Such a sweet talker. Go take a rest upstairs. I will bring the meal up to you in a moment. It's all right. You can just call me. I'll go upstairs now. With that, she went upstairs. Back in her room, Nicole turned on her computer and searched for the ID that the McCarthy family had used before. It did not take long for Nicole to hack into the ID's computer, which was full of information about joint venture projects. Nicole suddenly thought of the project Sean had just mentioned. Isn't the McCarthy Corporation also bidding? Maybe I can find something useful for Sean here. Her fair fingers swiftly typed on the keyboard. Not this. Not this either. The records of the McCarthy Corporation are a mess. They are all over the place. All Nicole searched frustratedly. She told herself to be patient and searched again. Then an encrypted file popped up in front of her eyes. This file is encrypted. It must be a very important document. Nicole pondered for half a second and decided to crack the encryption. Sure enough, it was a half-completed draft tender document. Could this be the project Sean was talking about? She picked up her phone and called Sean. It rang for a while before he picked up. Hello, Nicole? Sean's voice came from the earpiece. The project you just talked about, which company is it, and what is its name? Nicole wanted to check if it was a company. Aegis Corporation. Why ask? You have got news from Mr. Wyance? Sean asked excitedly. Don't get excited yet. There's no news. I'll tell you as soon as there is. I will hang up now. Without waiting for Sean to respond, Nicole hung up at once. Hello, hello? Sean called out a few times into the phone, and no one answered. Nicole put down the phone and looked at the name of the project and the company to which the project belonged on the tender document. That seems to be it. She immediately copied the file and stared at the progress bar on the screen. 0%, 5%, 10%, come on. 90%, 100%. Yes, it's done. Nicole got the information in her hand and happily texted Sean, then shut down the computer and went downstairs. Nicole, it's ready. I have just made some sushi. Gloria called out to Nicole when she was coming downstairs. Nicole picked up a piece of sushi, put it in her mouth, and chewed it carefully. Wow, it's better than what is sold outside. Thank you, Mom. Don't mention it. I'm glad that you like it. Nicole picked up another piece and handed it to Gloria's mouth. You eat a piece too, Mom. As Nicole was feeding her for the first time, Gloria was so excited that her eyes welled up. Mom, are you okay? Nicole looked at the tearful Gloria and did not know what to do. I'm okay. I'm just too happy. Gloria ate the sushi that Nicole had fed her. You're so blessed to have Nicole feeding you sushi. Daniel, who was watching TV on the couch, was envious of Gloria. Of course, I'm blessed. Gloria smiled. Dad, you don't have to be envious. I'll feed you a piece. Nicole walked over to Daniel with a piece of sushi. I'm blessed too. The two of them ate the sushi that Nicole fed them, feeling so satisfied as if they had the whole world. While the three of them were enjoying the sushi happily in the living room, Sean suddenly hurried back in. Daniel was stunned at seeing him. Why did you come back? Sean looked at Nicole. I asked him to come back. She then took out a flash drive from her pocket. This is the tender document that McCarthy Corporation has drafted. Unfortunately, it has not been finished, but you can still take it back and study it first. Nicole handed the flash drive to Sean. Sean was stunned, not expecting Nicole to get this important information so quickly. Where did you get this from? Is it credible? Sean attached great importance to this project and would not tolerate any mistakes, so he was cautious about all the information he got, lest it was a trap set up by the rival companies. It's credible. But I guess this is only the first edition, and they may revise it later. So this information can only be used as a reference. Nicole did not explain much, and there was determination in her eyes. Sean hesitantly took the USB stick and looked at Daniel. Okay, I'll check it out. With that, Sean left. Be careful and drive safe, Gloria said with concern. Got it. What's the McCarthy Corporation information in the USB stick all about? Daniel asked after Sean left. Nothing special. Just a usual background check. Nicole could not explain it too clearly. Don't do anything illegal. Daniel reminded her. Don't worry, Dad. By the way, Mom, your birthday is coming up in just a few days, right? Nicole suddenly remembered that Gloria's birthday fell this month. Daniel came to his senses and said, Oh yeah. If it weren't for Nicole, I would have forgotten. Daniel immediately flipped through the calendar. My memory failed me. It turns out that this Saturday is your mom's birthday. How would you like to spend your birthday this year, Gloria? As in previous years, our family will spend 2 days together. Gloria did not have any special plan. Her greatest happiness was to see everyone in the family safe and happy together. Daniel nodded in agreement. Will you be busy at school on Saturday? Gloria looked at Nicole. Nicole shook her head. Not busy. I can't guarantee that I will be the first to come home, but I will not be the last. I'll go upstairs first as I have something to do. Back in her room, she could finally relax and take a break. She crashed out on the bed. Nicole returned to school after breakfast the next day. In the hallway, Lulu and June saw a familiar figure in front of them and immediately chased after it. Nicole, it's really you. Lulu cried out in surprise. Where have you been for the past few days? We missed you so much. Yeah, Nicole, we haven't seen you since that afternoon. We thought you had transferred to another school. How is our class? Asked Nicole alas. Lulu and June sighed in unison. What's wrong? What happened? Nicole saw the downcast faces of the two. Since you left, our class has become a mess. Vivian stirred up troubles instead of helping manage the class. Lulu grumbled. What about sports day? How's it going? Nicole was not worried about Vivian at all. Instead, she was more concerned about the sports day. The other classes have entered their final training, but our class is only less than halfway through. June spoke with a decadent look on her face as if she could see no hope any longer. I think our class could barely win any game on this year's sports day, Lulu complained. It's okay. I'm back, and I will take care of it. It's good to have you, Nicole. Lulu and June instantly felt more assured with a sense of belonging. But we have less than 2 weeks. We are not going to make it. The two were instantly discouraged again, thinking of the sports day coming in just 2 weeks. It doesn't matter. We will make the most out of the remaining time. There is still a chance. Nicole, have you thought of any solution? Lulu looked at her in bafflement. Let's go to class first. Nicole glanced at the time. Before they got to the door of the classroom, they had already heard the noise inside. Nicole pushed open the door, and everyone jumped at the sound of the door being pushed open and turned to look at the doorway. Seeing Nicole's face, the noisy classroom became instantly quiet. Class is about to start. Everyone go back to your seats. All of them sat down neatly and orderly at hearing Nicole's words, waiting for the bell to ring. Miss Emerson walked into the classroom as usual. Why is everyone so quiet? Everyone was already sitting in their seats, on their best behavior. While Miss Emerson was still wondering, she saw Nicole the next second and understood instantly. Welcome back, Nicole. Thank you. Miss Emerson smiled at Nicole and then stepped onto the podium. Before the lesson starts, I'll first talk about something else. While Nicole was not here, the assistant class monitor and the committee members didn't play a good leading role. Now our training is lagging behind other classes. Miss Emerson narrated with a disappointed look on her face. Now that Nicole has returned, all students are to obey and cooperate with Nicole's arrangements unconditionally. You all have to strive to catch up with the training before the sports day. Also, from now until the end of the sports day, all my classes may be used for training as long as you have learned the lesson. I believe that under the leadership of Nicole and with everyone working together, we will achieve something great together. The more Ms. Emerson spoke, the brighter her eyes became, as if no problem was a problem as long as Nicole was there. Do you all have confidence? Ms. Emerson tried to boost morale at the podium. Yes. The students shouted in unison. It seems that Ms. Emerson is betting heavily on us this time. She even gives up her classes for this. Jack muttered quietly in the back. Boss, we can't follow these idiots. Wayne looked at the morale-boosting Ms. Emerson and shook his head. But Gary was staring at Nicole and did not hear what the two of them were saying at all. Now, let's get started. Time flew, and the 3 classes of the morning passed quickly. Nicole glanced at the class schedule, The next class was physical education. Nicole felt it was an opportunity and went to the PE teacher's office. She gave it a couple of knocks on the door. "Come in." It was Mr. Antelovic, who was their PE teacher. "Mr. Antelovic, there's something I want to talk to you about." Nicole walked over to Mr. Antelovic's desk. Seeing that it was Nicole, Mr. Antelovic smiled flatteringly. "What can I help you, Nicole?" "As you know, Mr. Antelovic, the sports day is just around the corner. Our class needs to enhance our physical training further. If there is anything you need my help with, just tell me." Mr. Antelovic interrupted Nicole. He was a straightforward person and knew the situation in Nicole's class. Nicole saw things were looking up, and she said, "Thank you, Mr. Antelovic, that I would like to use the PE classes to train those who have signed up for the games." Mr. Antelovic thought for a moment. "No problem. That's a good thing. From now on, you don't have to get my further permission. You may organize training for your classmates during my class. Come to me if you need other help." "That's good enough. I'll go now." Nicole left at once as if she were just briefing a subordinate. Back in class, Nicole stood on the podium and coughed. The classroom suddenly fell silent, and everyone looked at Nicole in unison. From this moment until the end of the sports day, all students who have signed up for the games will have to follow my instructions. We will have an intensive training program, where I will carry out special, intensive training for those who have signed up for the sports day. No one is expected to take leave, arrive late, or leave early. Everyone is a collective, and if one person is absent, everyone will be punished. Nicole looked like a changed person, as if a military instructor. "Intensive training program? That's cruel." "Exactly. We are students, not soldiers. It is just a sports day. Why so serious?" "Yeah. Who can guarantee that they can attend all the time? If one person can't attend for some reason, do the rest of us really have to be punished together?" Some students, who rarely like to take part in any activity, were very vocal in their opposition to the intensive training. "Don't you people always think you're badass? Why are you all getting cold feet at this critical moment? Is no one among you, all big men, useful?" Nicole's eyes glowed with coldness as she scanned everyone under the podium. "That's not quite right, Nicole." "I didn't say anything," said Gary. "You'd better not." "May I ask when we will start training?" Jack asked timidly in a whisper. "Starting from the next session." Nicole glanced at her watch. "Next session? Isn't the next session PE class?" "I've talked to the PE teacher, he is very supportive of our class." "There goes the PE class. You guys have 5 minutes to rest. After 5 minutes, whoever signed up for the sports day must assemble at the sports field." Nicole looked fearlessly at them. "Make the best of these 5 minutes." With that, Nicole left the classroom. Backchat started in the classroom as soon as Nicole left. "What can we do about this? She is killing us all. Nicole is so barbarous. Probably she just wants to show us who is the boss." A classmate stood up and condemned Nicole. "Exactly. Why didn't I see that before? I didn't expect that she would do anything to achieve her purpose." These people who did not want to take part in the training would not mince their words. "What can we do? She is the class monitor. Not that we can defy her instructions." Vivian rolled her eyes. "Don't you hate Nicole the most, Vivian? Why did you give in?" "I'm not giving in, just lying low and preserving my strength. I'm not talking to you all now as I have got to do some warm-up." Everyone looked in puzzlement at Vivian, who behaved out of her character. What's wrong with Vivian today? Why is she so spirited? Something must be wrong with her. "All right, let's go." Gary was impatient with all the talk. On the sports field, Nicole had changed into sportswear and was waiting for everyone to arrive. "There are 2 minutes left. Those in the back, hurry up." Nicole shouted. Those few people trotted over and stood at the end of the line, disgruntled. "Everybody, warm up with me." Nicole led her classmates to start doing the warm-up exercise before the training. A simple 5-minute warm-up ended. Nicole glanced at her classmates and was impressed that none of them had broken a sweat. Now, I will assign you all into different groups. Men's, women's, 100 meters, 200 meters, 5,000 meters, and 110-meter hurdles. Those of you who have signed up for the above games, please step forward. Nicole looked at those who stepped forward, some tall, some short, some chubby, and some thin. Go for a 10-lap run around the sports field. Gary, you'll be the team leader. Nicole knew Gary's status in the class. It might be better to have him lead the team. Gary did not expect Nicole to ask him to lead the team. He was startled for a second before he came to his senses. Okay. Now that Nicole had chosen him, he had to take this opportunity to impress Nicole with his abilities. All of you run. Gary ran in front of the team and led everyone to run in circles around the sports field. The others saw Gary had taken the lead and ran, and they secretly groused. They did not dare to say anything but could only follow closely at the rear of the team. High jump, long jump, triple jump, step out of the line. You go to the other side and train. Those who have signed up for the relay race practice relay running around the sports field. Your speed must exceed half a lap of the 100-meter team. Shot put and discus throw, do push-ups in place, a set of 30 reps, 5 sets to start with. Participants of all regular games have been assigned into groups. I will train with you all and hope that everyone can monitor each other. If you find anyone slacking, tell me, and you will be rewarded. Now, let's get moving. With that, Nicole glanced at Gary's 100-meter training. Gary, haven't you eaten? Run faster. Gary heard Nicole's taunts and gradually picked up speed. Boss, slow down. We can't keep up. Jack was panting in the back. Gary was a little better on the 100-meter run, but the push-up side was a headache. It's only 2 sets, and you all have stopped? Go on. Nicole stood in front of them with strict demands. I'm asking you to practice push-ups. What's the use of just moving your ass? Nicole reprimanded a classmate. You are just standing and feeling nothing, you're not the one doing the push-ups. As one classmate stopped and took a rest, more and more followed suit. Did I say you can rest? Nicole looked at them, unsmiling. We rarely do this stuff, and we have completed 2 sets. We're out of breath. They thought they would pretend that they were exhausted and see what Nicole could do with them. Out of breath, right? Well, you guys get up. Nicole looked around the school. There were some workers on the other side laying brick floor tiles. A few of you come with me, and the others continue training. Nicole came up to the workers, who were carrying the brick floor tiles, with the few troublemakers. After having a few words with them, the workers smiled and nodded, and then Nicole waved to the troublemakers. Move all the brick floor tiles on the truck at the entrance of the school here before noon. If you all haven't finished moving by noon, there will be no lunch for you all. You all can have your lunch as soon as you finish the job. If you think of filing a complaint with the teacher, go ahead. But then you may even have to move the brick floor tiles from the other trucks, too. Good luck. We are just students, so why should we work? As if Nicole had not heard, she walked straight toward those classmates who were doing push-ups. Seeing Nicole walk back, those who were doing push-ups were doing it more seriously, no one daring to be lazy. Suddenly there were screams from the long jump side. Nicole rushed over. What's wrong? Vivian and a few girls were seen lying on the ground, holding their stomachs with both hands, and crying out in pain. Vivian, are you making trouble again? Nicole looked at her from above.
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this story, please like and share so others can see it too. Also hit the subscription button and notification bell so you can be notified on our next release. Thank you for your support. God bless you.